Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. So in this video I am going to show you how you can harvest faster, and that is going to be done by simply downloading a mod, and that mod is this fella here, Tool Height Control for Headers. It is by a ModPassion, so just download it as normal like any other mod and make sure you select it when you load into your saved game. What that is going to do, if I come up to here, it's going to add in the base game headers again, but in the configuration that's going to allow you to do what I'm going to show you. So these are all the base game standard headers. I think there's about 22 headers base game. And now as you can see, when we get to this Rottne one, it is going back through the process again. So we're back at the start. But the difference is these guys, underneath the price of the headers, it says Tool Height Control for Headers and mod in brackets. Also top right, just underneath our balance there, it says at the end as well, Tool Height Control for Harvester. So you must pick one of these headers, otherwise it will not work. If you just use a base game header, it will not work. So you have to use one of these modded in ones. There is plenty to choose from, as you can see. I went for this big guy because we've got the Class Lexion out on show. Now, what is a little bit disappointing is we obviously had this, some of you may or may not be aware, we had this mod back in FS19, and it allowed you to do this with corn headers and some forage harvester headers. But that is not the case this time around. If I go into corn headers, all we've got is the standard base game ones, so there's no options there. And if I go into forage harvesters, we've got exactly the same. It's just base game ones, which is a little bit of a shame. But in these normal headers, if you're not aware, we do have a couple of helianthus headers which will allow you to do sunflowers. So you will be able to harvest sunflowers faster. I think there's a wider one somewhere. Yeah, just there. So that's pretty cool. It will allow you to do sunflowers as well as wheat, barley, oats, canola, soybeans and sorghum. It will work with any harvester, so you can hook it up to any harvester. So like I say, we're here on Elm Creek. We've got a nice, well, I say nice, there's a few weeds in there. We've got a field of oats ready to harvest. This is the modded in class header. That is the Lexion. So I've left the help menu on just to show you that I'm not doing anything different than what you would normally. So I'll jump into the harvester and fire it up. I'll unfold it now. Pull up, attach that to it, fire up the header and lower it down. And now normally you'd only be able to run at 6 miles per hour. If you look at the speedometer on the bottom right, this harvester will go 26 miles per hour top speed. So what these headers will allow you to do is harvest as fast as your harvester will go top speed. Obviously that depends how sort of flat the field is you're working on. This one's pretty flat, so we should easily get that speed. So off we go. We're already over 6 miles per hour. We're hitting 20 anytime now. 26 miles per hour, guys, harvesting. Look at that. So you are going to get your fields done very quick, and any contracts you've got, you're going to be able to knock them out of the park. Now obviously if you're more of a realistic player, then this mod is definitely not going to be for you, but I know some people have been waiting for it. Right, what I'm going to do now, just to show you, is turn on straw swath, because we have that option because we're harvesting oats, just to see how it sort of flies out the back, if there's any difference, if it's sort of uncontrollable. And as you can see, it's pretty normal, so it's still leaving a nice swath for us to be able to pick up. So that is pretty awesome. very impressive. 26 miles per hour. Now, I think the even better thing that we can do is if I line up roughly, I'm probably trashing the crop a little bit there. If I line up here, this works with workers. So if I press circle, oh, hang on a second. Right, you need to be careful of that, guys. So you've got to, that was a lesson learnt for myself there. You need to lower the header first. So now if I hit circle, that is a worker control, and that I'll jump out so you can see. If I jump back in, he's doing 26 miles per hour. So this works with workers. How cool was that? I'm pretty sure the version on FS22 it could hardly stop then. Crashed into the trees. Good job the trees were there. He probably would have hit the train then. I'm pretty sure on FS19 it didn't work with workers, but there you go. That does work with workers, which is pretty awesome, I feel. Right, he's going to miss that bit. But anyway, off they go. Look at that. Up to 26 and now. Boom. So that is very cool. That is how you harvest faster. Now, I am going to jump up to the shop because there's one little thing that I noticed. It's not a major thing, but it's a little sort of hiccup, I think, that hopefully will get sorted. But I'll go through that with you up the shop, so I'll see you up there. Right, so here we are. I just thought I would show you this because I noticed it pretty much straight away because I selected this header because obviously you can tow it. It comes with a built-in sort of trailer system, and that harvester. This is the modded in header. That is the base game header. Absolutely identical, as you can see. So I'm going to jump into the harvester. Now this harvester does have a pin hitch attacher on the back. So if we go up to this, we don't get anything, which is a little bit upsetting. If I go up to the standard base game one, there we go. So we can hook up to that. Now just to show you that it's not anything to do with the harvester, but you've pretty much seen that it's not. Got a tractor here. Zoom out, and a random bag of fertilizer. I've no idea why that's there. Probably this is my test map, so it was there for some reason. Absolutely nothing again. If we go up to the base game one, there we go, we are attached to the trailer. So yeah, that's possibly may need looking at, but it's not a deal breaker. I mean, there's plenty of options, like I say, and if you can get away with going along the streets with some of these headers, I mean, most of them will have the option to put on a header trailer, so you can go down that route. But that is it, guys. Not a very long video, but I thought I'd show you that. I did a video of it on FS19, a little bit cringy because I'd only been doing YouTube about a month, but it got some really good views, so I thought I'd do it again for FS22. But that is it. That is how you can harvest faster in Farming Simulator 22. I hope you have all enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.